this slide, this is all about just to give you an overview of the leadership of the platform, in the three different segments: in connectivity, unify, and in the predict segment. So you can see we are a leader in the Forrester Wave for the hybrid integration platform. TIBCO is at the top right. We're also in the Unify. There are only 2 players in this segment for master data management, where TIBCO is a leader with a much simpler, unified approach than competition, and that gives you a true multi-domain MDM platform that can really be embraced by business people very easily and ensures the success of MDM projects, which is typically a nightmare for organizations. And on the predict side, you can as well see that we are a leader in the latest analytics and data science report. So really what's unique here in this slide is that TIBCO is the only vendor who are a leader in every single segment of Connect, Unify, Predict in that comprehensive data platform. So it can really help you in the end-to-end data journey. Wherever you want to start, they are all independent modules, but seamlessly connected together to help you with the complex solutions that you want to achieve. Moving to the next slide. And again, relating it to the whole presentation topic, we need to act. Many customers, they have literally enough data, and they have all kinds of insight. It's just they're not able to act on this data. It's very difficult because of, as we said, all of this data is mined in those different silos. And that's really what we're working and doing with our customers, is how we empower them not to just extract those insights and to bring this data, but to make those real-time actions and complex actions. So we've been working with different retailers and telcos and banks on how they can deliver real-time event-based marketing and next best action offers. We've worked with oil and gas customers to have real-time drilling surveillance, or real-time predictive maintenance for their submersible pumps and for the different assets. We've worked with retailers as well, and to have a real-time inventory management for their assets across the data that's accessed from the different channels. We've worked with insurance companies, with airlines to deliver dynamic pricing, banks to prevent frauds, and with supply chains and transportation to optimize routes and anticipate and handle disruptions. And if you look at all these solutions, it's a combination of really lots of data and events coming from different platforms and different systems in different times, and be able to correlate them, apply some machine learning and data science models, and make real-time decisions, such as deliver that personalized price, deliver that personalized action. And moving to the next slide. So what we've done with TIBCO is, Loria, if you can, what we've done with TIBCO is we've combined all of these solutions as an open source accelerators that you can just simply go to. Just Google TIBCO accelerators, you will find it in the TIBCO community page, and you will be able to download all of these accelerators with the documentation of them, with the best practices and the whole architecture of them, and just really try to customize them for your business. So we have the drilling accelerators, which is perfect for oil and gas operations, that connects to Witsamel and lots of data sources and give them real-time visibility of their drilling operations. So the accelerator delivers that connectivity, delivers the models that's used, and the visualizations that we're using as well out of the box. We've recently released a very exciting accelerator that's called the next best action accelerator, that helps all kinds of retail businesses, telcos, banks, and retailers and airlines to connect and get different events based on customer journey, based on his propensity to buy new things, based on his customer churn models, and to deliver real-time suggestions and offers that customers can take at real time. So if you download this accelerator, you get the models, the propensity models, you get the customer churn models and the data science models, you get the visualization, you get the platform that allows you to define these offers. It's very, very powerful. So we have all kinds of these accelerators. I encourage you all to go through to TIBCO community and look at these accelerators and start playing with all of them. So moving to the next slide. And this is really where all the innovation happens. And so I'll be talking really briefly on how we do this end-to-end analytics capability that delivers what we call the continuous intelligence, and how we help you to transform, how we help you to take that data that we've been talking about and transform it into insights and then into actions using the TIBCO Connected Intelligence platform. So we start with the data. And in the data, this data is basically generated from the different core applications that you might have in your organization, different systems of records, billing, CRM, revenue management, SAP HANA, BSCS, you know, any kind of applications that's moved and around and integrated using the TIBCO integration platform or API management and messaging. Then the innovation is really how we make this data accessible for data analysts, for data scientists, for business users to be able to access this data, as I said before, physically. So you can actually go and connect to your physical data warehouse, and but you can as well connect to this data virtually, which is very, very powerful when it comes to accessing data on demand. And we're going to talk about that innovation in a minute. Then those users are able to easily wrangle, prepare, and explore the data. And they can do literally all of that without relying on IT or expert resources. And most importantly, as we talked about, in a unified manner and with the right governance, where the right people are able to access the right data at the right time, and only those who have controls can access the data. So this is what we do in the data phase. And in phase number one, we get you that data where we connect you to your systems, and we ensure that your business users in phase two, which is the insights, are able to access this data. So in phase two, what obviously we need to do is to turn these actions to insights. You know, data by itself is useless. I cannot do anything with data. I need to extract those insights. And this is what we deliver to you using technologies like TIBCO Spotfire and TIBCO Data Science, where your business can convert these data into actionable insights. So they will be able to visualize and create those models to be able to create those insights. Now, moving to the third one. So I have the data, it's governed, it's cleaned, it's integrated. I managed to extract the insights. I managed to write my models that detects a fraud or that detects that I will have an issue with my equipment, or my drilling that's happening today is against the trajectory that I had before. So I have all of these insights, but what's the use of these insights if I'm not able to action on them in real time? Because the issue with many organizations is that many of the insights that they discover, they are perishable insights. They lose. It's like anything. It has a shelf life. If you don't use it in the right moment, you simply have wasted lots of time to get that data and lots of time to extract that insight. So what we do in the third phase is we allow you to take these insights and use them to generate informed actions. These actions could be in a form of, it could be a human decision, just notifying people and they need to go and do probably maintenance, or they need to do, you know, any kind of corrective measures, or it could be really automated decisions, like probably stopping the credit card transaction, it's a fraud, etc. And what we do basically here is that we deploy these insights that we have learned in TIBCO Spotfire and data science. We deploy them to TIBCO streaming platform to generate these actions. And what's really unique here is we can actually deploy these predictive models that we have learned into our streaming platform. So at real time, I can look at these possible fraud transactions, call my fraud detection machine language models, and based on the result that it returns to me, I can stop or allow that fraud. The same thing on a telco experience. I have a customer who is probably facing drop calls now, so I can pick those events from the network, and I can call the customer churn model, and if it returns to me that the probability that this customer is going to leave me, is going to churn, is high, then I'll probably give him a very good offer so he can stay with me today. Probably I'll give him, sorry Bashar, you're facing bad coverage, you're facing drop calls, we apologize, we were giving you X amount of money for international calls, or do whatever you want to do with it. So this is really the power, is to take that predictive models, deploy them in the streaming platform. And the fourth cycle is really that learning. We all need that continuous feedback. Whenever we do something, we need that feedback so we can continuously optimize ourselves. So it's that step is very crucial to stay ready for any change, because as you can see, changes are happening every day in real time. External conditions are changing. Even the business demands are always evolving. Market demands, market changes. It's a crazy world that we're living in today. So we need to have that continuous intelligence feedback, which I really believe it's vital to be able to act on the digital business opportunities that we're having today. So this is how we do it in TIBCO, and TIBCO is really one of the few companies that can deliver this end-to-end data to action to learning cycle. And not only we're one of the few companies, but we deliver it with certain innovations that no one else can deliver.